It has been 27 years, almost 3 decades since Super Mario RPG came out stateside for the Super Nintendo. After many Mario RPGs, whether amazing or terrible, the original Mario RPG who started it all has finally settled into the current generations of consoles for new fans and old to enjoy. It is no surprise that Mario RPG games need some injection of new life with how mid the past games have been. So Nintendo thought it was best to revive a classic. For the longest time, people have been asking who is handling the remake. Is it Nintendo or is it Square Enix? Turns out the development was handled by Artsy Pizza. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Some of you might be thinking, who is that?
Who?
And honestly, that's what I thought too. Who are they? But they have a history of remaking games, most notably Dragon Quest DS and 3DS remakes, so they definitely have a track record to handle a smaller scale game like Super Mario RPG. And honestly, give them a round of applause because they did awesome. Claps all around. Now, I have to admit I never played the original Super Mario RPG, but I had heard of the game because I am a huge fan of Mario RPG games, whether it be Mario and Luigi, Paper Mario. I love those games, so Mario RPG was definitely on my radar and I knew it was the granddaddy of all Mario RPG games, so when it was announced I was really excited. Now, I'm currently playing the remake and experiencing it for myself. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm only 4 stars in and I'm also streaming it on my YouTube, so check those out if you want to. And a lot of you have been asking my opinions of it. Do I recommend it? So this is why I'm doing my first impressions. And honestly, I have a lot to say about this game. So let's start where all good things start, the story. Now the story is nothing really to hit home about, but I love how it subverts the typical Mario tropes, especially in the beginning of the game. Like, I was fighting Bowser on a freaking chandelier. Oh, I want to swing from the chandelier. Oh my god, that song. Yeah, if you know that song, you know that song, but it was just so crazy. And Peach was just in her normal kidnapped attire. She was just chilling there waiting for Mario to jump in and save her. Like, it felt really scripted where everyone knew their role and it was like a normal Tuesday kind of vibe. And when you talk to the Toads, they were like, oh, she got kidnapped again. Like, they knew the drill. It's just so funny how self-aware they are. So I was gonna say it was a normal day and then Peach got kidnapped, but instead I'm gonna say it was a normal day because Peach got kidnapped. That's how normalized this whole thing is. It's pretty hilarious. But anyways, you go and rescue Peach as always, and you defeat Bowser in a very quick manner, and that's pretty much it. Credits roll. That's it for the game. Bye guys. No, I'm just playing. So everything was just going on as normal, but then a massive earthquake happens and it tosses Mario, Peach, and Bowser right out of the castle as a massive sword drops from the sky. This sword just literally came out of nowhere and asserted its dominance on the castle, causing an entire ruckus for the Mushroom Kingdom. So the whole sword thing, that's not normal. And this is where the subversion happens because there is no saving Peach as the main goal. I mean, you do have to save her for a bit, so the point still stands, but you're gonna have to help everybody else as well. What actually happened is the sword holding the Smithy gang shattered the Star Road. This is the place where all the wishes are made on a shooting star. I like this little plot point because if you played the first Paper Mario, you would know the Star Road and the stars, and you know how they operate with the wishes. So this is basically the most cohesion in a Mario universe we have seen for some time. Alright, back to the story. The broken Star Road causes people's wishes to go unfulfilled and chaos ensues the Mushroom Kingdom. The ultimate goal is to collect the 7 star pieces, which are fragments of the shattered Star Road, and stop the Smithy gang from taking over the Mushroom Kingdom and other areas. Along the way, Mario is joined by a diverse cast of characters, including Princess Peach, who could actually fight, Bowser, who's actually nice, and also new original characters. The first character you meet is Mallow, a frog who suspiciously does not look like a frog, and also the fan favorite Geno, who was previously a doll but then a star soul decided to take that character. He's really cool. Each character has unique abilities and skills that contribute to the party's success. You adventure across this world, solving puzzles as you go. If I were to describe the writing of this game, it would be charmingly executed. The humor is just laughs non-stop. This game is so funny, mainly because of its self-awareness, knowing that it's a Mario game, and a lot of the NPCs are just so hilarious. There's a lot of out-of-pocket moments where you're just laughing. I'm streaming the game and I found myself laughing all the time from beginning to end, except when I'm in a maze. But not only that, there are heartfelt moments with these diverse characters that bring their own personalities to the forefront, and it keeps me invested in this journey, especially the dynamics between Peach, Mario, and Bowser, because there's just so much to be said there. I mean, the whole goal was to rescue Peach from Bowser. Now they're working together. That dynamic alone is very, very funny. I mean, it's no surprise that future Mario RPG games utilize that same function, like in Super Paper Mario. And for me, Bowser is a really standout character. Bowser is shown to be a goober and somewhat of a simp for Peach, but not as extreme as in the Mario movie. Now, there was this moment when I was streaming the game and someone in the chat told me to input this secret code, and it actually worked. But the whole funny moment is the cheat code does nothing. The toad is literally saying, hey, you inputted the cheat code, but I ain't gonna do anything, but you could try again if you want to talk. Okay, down, up, right, left, ZL, ZR, ZL, ZRB. What? Yo! How is someone supposed to figure that out? Oh my god. I wonder what it did. Let's check your stats. Looks like nothing It played me like a fiddle. Oh no. Well, maybe it gave you some experience? Nope, that's still the same too. What did it give me? I'll level with you. There aren't any other codes, and this one will do the same thing every time. Though I'm always happy to hang out with you if you want to try again. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. I love it. You got me. You got me. Wild Harpy, you got me. That's so cute. I just found that meta moment so hilarious. I got trolled by the game in the best way possible. So these moments really solidify why I love Mario RPG games. It brings out the best in Mario, the characters, the writing, the humor. I love them so much, and honestly, I would love to throw out Mario as a platformer and put Mario as an RPG game. And it's all wrapped up into this bright and whimsical package that is a joy to go through. Except when I'm lost. Overall, the story is pretty simple in its design, and it actually really works for this game. I've heard a lot of people say that they're not really into RPGs, but they love Mario RPG because of its simple story, and it's actually really short, which is really rare in the RPG genre. So Mario RPG is a great beginner's RPG. Now, I can't just sit here and give all the credit to the story and the characters. There's another reason why this game is so beloved, and that is the gameplay. Gameplay-wise, Super Mario RPG breaks away from the traditional platforming mechanics of the main Mario series, introducing turn-based combat and RPG elements. Although it does have a little bit of platforming elements sprinkled in. Battles are turn-based, allowing players to strategize and utilize each character's unique abilities. The time hit mechanic adds an extra layer of skill, rewarding players for well-timed button presses during attack or defense. Characters have their own archetypes for battles as well. Like Malo is basically the mage of the group, Mario is the straight up bruiser of the group, and so on and so forth. Healing is done through items, but there are certain party members that have healing skills, like Peach and Milo. And if you want more oomph in your attacks, you could also bring out Bowser or Gino for moments like that. Also, it is very easy to rotate characters in and out of battle. All in all, the gameplay is really true to the original game, but but there are certain new things that they added as well. So a mechanic that's new to the remake is the triple moves. There will be a gauge battle that builds up the more combos you build up. These include timing your attacks really well or defending. The more you stack up combos, the more the gauge will build up. Upon reaching 100%, you can unleash a triple move, and you get different triple moves depending on your party composition at the time. When it comes to the gameplay, one benefit I like about this game is that the character cast is small. Having a small cast of characters gives you the ability to use each character more often than not. And plus, if your character is stored in the bench, they will get XP as well to make sure that each character is around the same level. So all in all, the gameplay of this game is really chilled and laid back. Although I get lost in the game, like a lot, that is personally my fault. But that being said, I don't get lost while I'm driving or anything. It's just in video games for some reason. But it's hard not to get lost in this game according to people who normally don't get lost. And another thing to note that I mentioned in the story portion is that this game is really short. It's on the shorter side of RPGs. This game clocks in at 10 to 15 hours, which is really short. Also, the lack of grinding certainly helps out with the shorter playtime. Can we normalize more shorter RPG experiences? Now, I do like my heavier RPGs with longer hours, but I feel like there needs to be more shorter ones as well. So yeah, hashtag normalize shorter RPGs. Another thing about the gameplay is that you do need to get equipment for your characters, and it should honestly be a priority, since that is where the bulk of your attacks and defense stats come from. A good rule of thumb is that there are new equipment in each town that you visit. Always invest in those equipment and upgrade your characters before the next battle. And you will be happy to know that money is pretty easy to come by in this game. So it shouldn't be a problem to upgrade your equipment. And always be on the lookout for flower point upgrades. And flower points are essentially the MP of this game and are used to pull off special attacks in the game. You start off with a very small pool of flower points, so you're going to want to upgrade that fast. I personally am playing on normal and it's pretty smooth sailing so far. As long as you keep your gear in check, your flower points up, and you know how to use your party members correctly. And the game is not inherently a difficult one. So if I would have to describe the gameplay in this game, it would be classically fun. It keeps a lot of the elements from the original game and adds new things to the table. Overall, it's a fun time. Now, there is one thing I don't like about this game, and that is the vagueness of it all, because there's a lot of quests or side quests that you don't really know about. One good example is Milo's grandpa, the frog. After this whole story portion, the frog is very sad, and I was gonna leave him like that, but then someone had to tell me, oh, you have to get his cricket pie. I was just like, how was I supposed to know that? So I didn't really know. I had to go back to the Mushroom Kingdom and get a pie. Things like that are not spelled out as well, and I feel like that kind of vagueness is not really good. But yeah, that's like my one gripe about the game. But other than that, I'm having such a good time. The game is just hilarious and I'm loving it. In my humble opinion, Super Mario RPG is well worth the $50. It is a faithful remake of an often overlooked classic. And plus, the music in this game is so good. It was composed by Yoko Shimomura, who is a well-respected game composer. Like seriously, she did not need to go this hard on the music, but she did. I feel like there is hope for Mario RPG games in the future. There's a lot of untapped potential when it comes to Mario in an RPG format. Alright, so that is it for today's video. If you made it this far, then thank you. I really do appreciate it. Did you guys pick up Mario RPG? Are you on the fence about it? And have any questions? Please do let me know. If you like this video, then please leave a like. I would appreciate it. And if you like content like this and want to see more, then hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on my socials in the description down below. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. And as always, play a good game. Peace.